Hey y'all, I got a real tea time for y'all, and y'all are about to really crack up laughing. Bree was on live stream today, allegedly calling me a hussy and a homewrecker. Y'all don't laugh. I got this cookie on my nose, and obviously my ADHD is saying it. Um, a hussy and a homewrecker. Sound like you describing your bestie. I ain't wrecking nobody's home. What? Child. So your friend is a hoe, and you blaming me for her relationship not working instead of holding her accountable for cheating on her husband, getting with a man, and I'm the problem? What? Am I crazy or is she? Y'all gonna have to help me with this because I feel like there's something I might be missing, because if she's saying it, what am I not comprehending? She said I'm a hussy. First of all, who says hussy in 2025? And anyway, y'all, Paris Hilton liked one of my posts. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. And it's the real Paris Hilton because there's a check mark. Anyway, y'all, let's spin a block because I saw this and I was like, yes, let's spin a block on this real quick.
Been a lot of buzz about the Mother's Day post that Gypsy Rose did make, and I see a lot of buzz in my comments. I want us to revisit the post that she did, but before we do that, I want us to go over what a sociopath and a psychopath is. So a psychopath is similar to a sociopath, except for they are unable to create bonds with people, which we know that she is, right? And this is my own opinion. You guys don't have to agree with me. We could agree to disagree. Just be respectful. But I believe that she is a sociopath, and let me show you why before we visit this video. So this is coming from WebMD and the Mayo Clinic, and this shows traits of sociopaths. Now, first it says a lack of empathy. So sociopath may not understand the feelings of others. Manipulation. Sociopaths may use charm, wit, or threats to control others. Dishonesty. Sociopaths may lie to take advantage of others or use phrases like I'm 100% not guilty. Also, impulsiveness. Sociopaths may have difficulty controlling their impulses. Arrogance. Sociopaths may have a sense of superiority or being very opinionated. Law problems. Sociopaths may have criminal behavior or other problems with the law. Other traits of sociopaths include not being sensitive to others, difficulty recognizing emotions, risk-taking, lack of, I can't read that because the button's right there, aggression, and the other things, but there's the button right there, so it's over it. So I want you guys to keep this in mind while we go back over this video.
Hey, so today is Mother's Day, and I wanted to make a video basically celebrating the really strong and wonderful women that I have in my life that have been mother figures to me over the last 8.5 years. I first want to start off by saying I did turn off the comments to this video because I don't want to hear any negative bullshit. If you want to talk shit about me, by all means, I don't give an F. Go do it on your own platform, but I'm not going to see it in my comments. Okay?
Okay, despite of how she feels about the public, she has put this out on social media, and the public is able to have a response. She very much showed aggression in this clip. She showed that she was very angry. She was very upset that she can't control the narrative. And she turned off the comments because she doesn't feel like anyone can say anything, even though she puts this out on the public. She puts herself on a show. She just feels like no one should be able to speak on it because she is not able to control the narrative, right? That's why she got so angry. And she said, okay. She thought she was checking someone on the internet, but it's just showing how aggressive she is. And this post was very much impulsive, which is part of sociopath behavior.
Okay, so there's that. Secondly, it does not go without notice that my own biological mother is not here to celebrate Mother's Day. And what I choose to feel on Mother's Day regarding my own mother is that I think the best of her. I think about the good times. I think about her as not what she did to me, but I think about her as a person. And I think that, was she a good mom? No. Was she the best mom in the world? No. but she was still my mom. So what I chose to feel about her, that be guilt, anger, grief, resentment, whatever, that's mine to feel. No one can take away my own feelings about my own mother. And I feel like nobody should be able to have an opinion about my mother except for her family and me, because we were the people closest to her. Everybody else does not matter. But I choose to remember her for the good that was in her heart, that I truly believe was there. I have been working for years on forgiveness, and I hope that she is in heaven, and I hope that to some degree I make her proud of at least some of the achievements that I've made in my life in growing up and standing on my own 2 feet, learning through experiences. Because in heaven, they say that like all mental afflictions, all physical afflictions are gone, right? God makes you perfect in heaven. So if you take away the mental afflictions that my mother had, then I think what's left is a good person. At the end of the day, is a good person. Do I have regrets? Oh yeah, I've got many. But nobody's going to be able to tell me things about myself that I don't already know. So that's what I want to touch base on with my mom.
Before I discuss this clip, I also meant to say that she said she didn't really give a F about what anyone had to say. That very much gave bothered, because if you don't care about something, you'll never address it. It's just that simple. Now, this entire segment that I just played is very conflicting. She said that she doesn't feel like anyone should have an opinion on her mother besides her and her family. You put this information out in the public. There are news articles about your mom, neighbors speaking about what type of person she is. Also, this post that you made years ago explaining how your mom was amazing. She'd give the shirt off her back. She doesn't love the fancy things or diamond rings, but she's always there to be a shoulder to cry on. And her heart is pure as an angel, and she's kind, and once you meet her, you'll see God's purest true light through this remarkable woman. This very much sounds like what you say about Christy as well. Okay, so that's one thing I want to mention. Now, she also said that she hopes her mom is proud of her achievements. So, is she supposed to be proud that you unalived her? Or that you only got 8 years for it? You came out and made profit off of unaliving her? You used a man to get out of prison? What exactly is she supposed to be proud of? That you have a reality TV show based on you unaliving her? Like, I would really love clarification on that, because that is very confusing to me. It's just wild. It's wild. Now, I want to go back over this one more time, because we're in the middle of her video, and I think that this might help some people. So again, sociopaths may not understand the feelings of others. Sociopaths may use charm, wit, or threats to control others. Sociopaths may lie to take advantage of others, or use phrases like "I'm 100% not guilty." Impulsiveness. Sociopaths may have a difficulty controlling their impulses. Sociopaths may have the sense of superiority and being very opinionated. Law problems. Sociopaths may have criminal behavior or other problems with the law. And I want you guys to think back and reflect on this video so far. It says a lot. Furthermore, she kept speaking on she hopes her mom is in heaven, and that, you know, in heaven things are perfect. I think it's very interesting that she is using Christianity to manipulate this narrative. If your mom is a horrible person and has done bad things, and so bad that you had to unalive her, which we know a lot of what you said was not true, but if in fact it was, why would you believe she was in heaven? That's a real question.
Me and my stepmom have a really close bond. She has always stood beside me, whether I made wrong choices, right choices. She might not always agree with my choices, but she does what she can to guide me as a mother figure. And she's just an incredible kick-ass woman. Like, the strength inside this woman is insane. And she has just been so patient with me. God, my lazy eye is kicking today. As you can see, I'm kind of tired. But she's just been a very impactful woman. I feel like I can go to her for advice. I feel like she has guided me in the sense of coming into my womanhood. If I have a question about even the simplest dumb shit, like, I go to her for it. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, I'm not gonna talk a certain way or act a certain way because this has 9 point whatever million followers. I'm gonna be very real with you guys. This is who I am on a daily basis, like it or not. So, yeah, Christy has just been, like, an amazing mother figure to me, and she's going to continue being one to me.
So these are similar things that she said about her mom in that previous post, right? I just want to reiterate that because it shows a pattern and it shows a trend of who she is. Also, where was Christy when you were going through what you alleged you went through with your mom? So Christy's always been there, but Christy also made a post a while back on Facebook stating that she knew that you always could walk. So she knew that this was all a scam the entire time. So I find it very interesting that you say these things, but then you speak about how horrible your mom is. So if and when you do something to Christy, are you going to then say these awful things about her as well? I'm just asking for the people in the back.
Ken's mom, Raina. I met Ken's mom in person in 2019. She came to visit me in Chillicothe. This is when Ken and I were still engaged. And she's been such an accepting person of me. Like, I never thought that I would be accepted and loved for who I am. Like, take Ken out of the equation, like, she still loves me for me. She actually, like, supported me before Ken and I even got together the first time. And she goes to bat for me, like, in lives and social media. Like, she will defend me. She calls me out on if I'm doing something wrong, but she defends who I am as a person. She wants me and Ken's happiness. She's just an all-around good mom that wants the best for her kids. And also someone else that I would like to...
Okay, so Ken's mom actually got in one of my lives and tried to basically say she wasn't an enabler, but everything she was saying was enabling her. If anyone that is on here has seen that live, you know, because you all were so upset that his mom was basically telling me to shut up on my own live and trying to overspeak me. But it was a very interesting live. Ken's mom is absolutely an enabler, just like Ken is, just like Christy is, just like the people around her. They are enablers, and regardless of whether Miss Raina wants to say that she's not an enabler, she very much is, which is why Gypsy makes posts like this, because the fact that Gypsy has not read the room and Miss Raina thinks that this little post is okay, that lets you notice something, right? Okay.
On my back. So they are really, really good mothers. And I hope that when I have kids someday, that I could take a look from them and Vicky and Christy and Raina show me the right path of being a mom. Because they've already shown me so much. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video because I know it's getting kind of long. But to those women, I love you guys so much. I know that I'm still learning, and I hope that I continue to try and make you guys proud and show you what I can be. Thank you for loving me at a time that I felt unlovable. And accepting me no matter what. Because that means everything to me. So, happy Mother's Day. Lots of love and hugs, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Mentions one day when she has kids. Lord, spare that lady and spare them kids, because this is very clear what it is. However, did you guys see that she blew a kiss at the end? Gypsy is a fan! Okay, girl, you fangirling me! That's so cute. That is so cute, Chip Chip! Yeah!
I was out and about when the TMZ article came out, but I want y'all to actually see the video of the screenshots, because most of them say in review, and a lot of them also say no violation found. So she just reporting all types of stuff. Yo, this girl, she good for the gimmicks. Yo, one thing about me is I'm gonna come with the receipts. Look at this: no violation found, no violation found, no violation found, violation found, no violation, 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 no violation, no violation, violation, under review, under review, under review, under review, no violation, violation found, violation found, violation found, violation found, under review, violation found, no violation found, no violation found. Look at this: no violation found, no violation found, no violation found, no violation found. She showed all that, but not the actual threats. Y'all, you know this girl is on here playing. Nobody is going to threaten somebody that unalived their mama. All right, Gypsy? So be for real. Just like on the show where you were like, oh my gosh, do you think I'm at risk for dangerous peoples? Girl, you are dangerous peoples. Now it's tea time with Nina. I need y'all to go grab your mugs, go have a seat, and let's talk. Gypsy Rose wrote to TMZ this morning, and I know it was kind of slow, and she hadn't said anything to TMZ for a while, but I didn't think she was going to do this. One thing about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she's going to be a victim, okay? So Gypsy Rose Blanchard defends Mother's Day post day tribute after death threats. This is a tribute or was a tribute. I don't know what a tribute is because this didn't really seem like a tribute to me. I'm not really sure. Here's the receipts. Why does TMZ have all this up here, but TMZ doesn't show any receipts of those threats? Once again, they are trying to make her into the victim. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard is facing some serious backlash over her Mother's Day tribute, and now she's defending herself. This is while fending off serious threats online, TMZ has learned. Receipts, or it didn't happen, TMZ. I'm going to tag you, TMZ, because you need to pull out the receipts. If you're going to say this, I'm going to need receipts. And they picked the picture that makes her look the saddest. And again, she was talking and unable to look at the screen. Why is TMZ this messy? TMZ messy. Messy, messy. Messy, messy. She adds, when I said that I hope my mom is proud of me, people are thinking I meant she would be proud of the UNALIVED. That is obviously not what I meant. Well, then what else you said? Because that's when you said it. I mean, she would be proud of me in heaven, like getting my GED, moving towards independence, learning how to cook. All right, so you don't get brownie points for getting a GED or a high school diploma. That's what you should be doing. Like, that's like bare minimum, right? Like, honestly, that is. Like, you, child, having your own bank account, right, with blood money in there. Yeah, wild. And don't come on here saying that she showed the list of violations. Violations don't mean threats. They could have said other things. I need to see the actual threats. Because if you claim you're a victim, I'm going to need you to show the actual threats. TMZ, please come with the receipts, not just violations. Because she reports half of my videos. I haven't made a single threat to her. She reports my comment section all the time. They haven't made threats to her. So I'm going to need you to show up receipts because of the lack of integrity of the person that you're dealing with. So Kate Marie said, Gypsy has lied about her abuse. You should watch her interrogation, the court hearing, and not just the act. She has changed her story many, many times. And that is really important to state. But if you don't know who Kate Marie is, she is someone that her mom has Munchausen by proxy, and she had her leg amputated at a very young age, and it wasn't necessary. So she is a victim of Munchausen by proxy. And we all have seen the interrogations, the court hearing, and not just the act and the documentary. So for someone that has suffered from abuse that Gypsy alleges, and there is a chromosome disorder that I believe, I am alleging that Gypsy has, even though it's in the medical records, that shows why she's had some of the surgeries that she's had. But a lot of you have not done your research and you are blindly just trusting these documentaries, the act, and what Gypsy says. But if someone could unalive their mom, do you believe that they're trustworthy? Let's use our heads right here.
Let's use our thinking caps.
Dear Diary, I'm really mad today. Like, mad. Demi Lovato unfollowed me. And not only did she unfollow me, she totally removed her comment. And I told her that I loved her and she was my favorite. I also made a mistake and showed people that I am a sociopath. I really never meant to do that, but my Mother's Day post, it just made it too visible. It was so bad, even my lazy eye was trying to get out of it, and I had to even bring it up because I knew everyone would notice.